Sound, the fattest, funkiest tunes in town.
Speak on it, talk show.
Warning, this will contain ludicrous material. Parental discretion is advised. So kids, cover your ears and close your eyes. Otherwise, you're about to witness history. The thoughts and views expressed on this album are a direct reflection of the new generation. So without further ado, I bring to you
Speak on it, talk show.
I wouldn't say modern day slavery. I would say modern day segregation.
They're not getting the same things the other people
It's
are
that
getting.
Are they
segregation.
dirty or something?
Plus,
Huh?
Are the people dirty or something? That's
No,
what I don't-
It's
no.
like-
What it is
Like,
that's
why
what
does it matter how much I
that's what
pay?
I'm getting to, Queenie. Because it's like you're not spending enough money. You're not spending the money I spend, so you lower than me. Cause you dirty. You don't deserve the same amenities. I'm better than you. That's what I'm getting from this.
Come in the back door.
Right, come in the back door. You
They have a
what colors
separate door.
only door?
a
Seats,
separate
not seen or not
elevator,
heard.
a separate
This is for the
entrance.
bougie.
This
A
is-
separate
this is-
maintenance
this is
crew.
for people who can't afford the condo prices. You know what I'm saying? If you can't afford the condo prices, you can't use the toilet. You can't
That's
use the pool. You can't do all this other stuff, but you can live in the building. But
Just
you
say,
can't
but
So we
who
gotta
want to
be
live?
supporting
Who want to
that.
live there? Who want to live there? I'm saying, I would
No,
know.
you can be seen. You just
People
can't be
do a lot
seen
of
going
things.
into the building.
Oh no, I don't
gotta
like that at
understand
all. If I'm paying
That's gonna
rent,
cause
I
conflict.
feel like I should get the same thing. If I go to a hotel and I get a room, I get the same amenities of anybody else. Whether if they paying something in a penthouse and I'm down on the bottom,
Exactly.
I'm still
Get the
getting
same amenities.
I'm getting the same
check
thing.
this out. Check this out. The first 5 floors. The first 5 floors are for the low rent.
Yeah, subsidized.
So these
And-
people don't
They
have
say
access.
Subsidized.
Subsidized. Okay, subsidized. They don't have the same amenities. They don't have the same access. They can be seen in the building, but they can't be seen going through the building, going into the building. And I don't even really think the way that it sounds like it's set up is they can't even be seen in the building. It's like 2 different buildings connected.
Yeah.
That's what it. That's
Why
what
they
it.
just didn't split the building, have one over here and one over there, and
Because-
then there wasn't nothing said about it?
Because the owner wouldn't have got as much money. He wouldn't have got
I
as much
know.
money.
I understand
They
that.
only have to
We
have-
understand that part, but I'm just saying.
I think it's only like 5% of the building needs to be subsidized. And they usually don't even have that for, people of color, ethnicity, whatever. They usually have it for like
Obviously.
older people. Mostly older white people, older Jewish people. Mostly keep those for them.
It's still not right. That's taking us back in the day where black people couldn't pee in a certain toilet. They had their own
Right,
stall.
couldn't drink
They
from
had their own. Yeah, they
water
couldn't eat
fountain.
after a certain time. They had to wait till all the other people were served first before they could come in and get
this
their.
day and age,
Oh,
people still think like that. People still have that mentality.
I mean,
But it's not just the black people that they're sending through this door. It's any low income person. Why should I feel like I'm less than everybody
Exactly.
else?
Exactly.
As long as they're considered low income, whether they're black, white, or Hispanic, they just don't get what the people who are in higher income. That's not right. I'm just saying.
Basically, this is what I get from it though. This
I mean, you getting my thing is this. You got me here. You getting a tax break for me, so I should
Exactly.
get everything that everyone else gets.
Exactly.
I'm helping you get a tax break, so I should be
should
getting
have those
everything.
same amenities as everybody
It's
else.
called gentrification. It's been going on for a long time.
Oh, I'm not saying that it hasn't. I'm just saying
I'm
that
not-
that's the way it
exactly.
should be. If times gonna change, we got to stand up.
Let me say
but it
that.
ain't been changing. It's been going the same. It's like reverse. We're going in reverse.
But the funny thing about this is, it's like saying you can come live with us, but your money ain't long enough to hang with us.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Your money's not long enough.
How you gonna feel that way?
Look, your money's not long. That is what they're saying. They didn't open their mouth and literally say it, but to tell me I can live in a building that has 2 pools, a roof, has a separate door, separate elevator, separate maintenance.
They don't want their dirty behind in
There is
gentrification.
it's
I
segregation.
lived in.
It's,
I lived.
it's humiliation.
Since we talking about New York
Exactly.
City, let me say this.
It's humiliation to those who don't have enough to fit their lifestyle. But yes, we're good enough for you to take our sum of government part money for our
Right.
taxpayer.
Exactly.
We're good enough to pay those taxes, and we live with you, but only under these circumstances.
No, we
But
good
why
enough
you
to
have
get
two
you a
pool
tax break to
break.
put more money
And
in
Exactly.
your pocket.
They can
That's what I'm
access
saying.
anything.
So we helping you get more money in your pocket, but you can't give me the same.
It will
Government
not
funding,
happen.
government improvement, and government funding help build that building. And government help build that pools, help build those elevators. All of that has to do
Because
with
it's
government
convenient.
funding.
That's happening everywhere.
So to turn around and say, I understand it's happening, but just because it's happening don't mean it's right.
No, it ain't gonna
And
never
to
be
say,
right.
and to say that my government that is paying my, part of my rent, they're getting the amount of rent that they're being charged. It's just a certain amount is coming from the actual tenant. So that's where my problem is, because the government does make up the difference on that rent.
Right.
So you're getting the same amount of rent, but because I'm only paying a portion out of my pocket, I don't have access to those amenities. That's bull.
Right.
I don't hear nothing.
That's the way it is.
I'm just saying. I just have this to say. What is the world coming to?
Well, we already know. It ain't
know.
what it's
Listen,
coming
the
to,
world
it's
is
where it's
here.
going.
It's here.
It's
It's not
here,
where it's coming
but
to,
it's
it's where
being
it's going.
slapped.
No,
like-
it's like
a
trend.
wake up call. It's like a wake up call, and it's like they've been doing this from time to time, and it's just like a slap in the face now, and it's they just bringing it out. They don't care no more. It's just like, this is how it is. This is how it's gonna be. You rich, you poor, you gonna
No, most people just
That
don't
bitch.
speak on it.
I mean,
whoa.
but
Most people don't speak on it. The rich ain't gonna speak on it because they don't want to. We don't speak on it as in lower income people because we want to live in that address. We want that address. We want that fame. It's like
Yeah.
It's like when
I
people
would
want to
not
buy.
be humiliated.
It's like people buy. You live in the projects, but you getting a $300-$400 Gucci belt.
But that's good. But hold up. Now,
It's not the same person.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because we share the same address. But if I bring you to my home, I'm not gonna walk you through the same door
Right.
that they're going through. You see what I'm saying? So we can't even say it's down to the address, because part of that, the whole separate of the entering doors is what really bothers me, and the separate
Does anybody know why they did it like that?
because
like
they don't want poor people to be seen going into that residence.
And
Do you know why?
they had the poor people area built because that was the only way that they can make their building bigger.
No. They ain't
Yes.
No, it was because
Yes.
of the area
No.
it's because of the area
It's
that
on
The people that
It is
was
on
in
there.
the
That is why they
area,
did that.
understand.
They could not build that building that big without having that low
Exactly.
income
They
housing.
needed that, right. They needed the government approval
No,
for subsidized housing in order to get that apartment complex to be that big.
the people
They wanted a
subsidized
large
rent for
community building.
is people that lived there before they start building.
No.
Yeah.
No. This is a brand new building.
Right.
This
And
is a
before they
brand new
start building
building.
the building, there were people that was low income living in that area. It's called
In that area,
gentrification.
but they talking
See, that's what I'm
about
saying.
that
This
building.
is what I want you to understand about gentrification.
It's not about the area of that. This is about that building.
Right. What I'm saying is, it was people that weren't paying that much rent living in that area where they wanted to build the building. They had to offer them people apartments.
They moved them off until they redid it,
You understand?
and then they moved them back in.
They
But
brought them
still, they still should get those same amenities that everyone else is getting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
You're-
regardless
they're-
of what you paid,
I'm the reason
Guaranteed
that you
me.
have all of this now.
Exactly.
It's happening in Harlem.
Oh, it's happening
It
everywhere.
happened
It's happening here in
already.
St. Louis.
I lived in Harlem. My rent was like $600.
They
Rent
got
now,
all that
that
money.
rent now in Harlem,
They
same place I
have
had.
for
Listen,
the side street
the same
for me
place
to
I had in
enter.
Harlem, the rent was $625 a month.
Did you have to enter from a separate door?
No, but
Okay, then.
within the past couple of years, that same rent has jumped from $600 to $1,300.
Right,
Still got one door, right?
But you going through the same door, right?
There's a process of them getting us out.
Right, they
But
raised
going
the
through
rent
the
to
same
get you
door,
out.
right?
But if you was to go back and pay that 13, you could still use that front door, right? And even if your rent is subsidized and you only pay a portion, you can still go through the same door as the people paying 13.
They actually gave him a choice to either stay or get out. That's what.
Not saying
It's
that
like
us,
trends. They
as in
repeat
black people, I'm
themselves
saying us
over
as
and
in
over.
Lower income people. It's just another way of putting us down.
They really want to get rid of the low income.
I don't say
Exactly.
putting us down.
They can't
I'm
help
saying
but
us
to have.
because ain't none of us on here millionaires.
You don't know
But
what
from what I read,
Ain't
but from what I
nobody
read,
on
that
here
was the
millionaires.
only
Don't
building
check
that's
my
like
bank
that.
account,
I'm not checking your bank account. I'm just saying.
so you don't know yet.
Ain't nobody on here millionaire.
Okay.
Honestly, I can take offense if I'm sorry for doing what.
You ain't got nothing to do with money. It got to do with how you deal with the problem at hand.
You know, I don't.
Is money. Honestly, the point of the whole building is money. If you got money, you can get everything. If you ain't got money, you
Right,
gotta go
but the way that you're presenting it, and I could be wrong, the way that you presenting it though, it's like you saying this is how it is, this is how it's gonna be. Just accept it.
No, I'm not saying accept it, but it's been going on more than I can say 15 years. It's been going on for that long, and no one's really speaking on it.
Well, you know, we are just getting wind of it. You know, we're not New York residents, so we're just getting wind of what's going on up there.
It was put in a different perspective out this way because you have the Section 8 people, you know, which they call Section 8, where they help pay for partial.
Yeah, the government pays for part of your rent.
Everybody have a difference of how they put it or how they say it, and now they have in certain areas out here where they won't even accept your Section 8.
Right.
You have to live in poverty in order to even use the Section 8 now because so many people.
Yeah, they don't want you tearing up.
Exactly.
With the nice neighborhood. I mean, where I'm from in DC, Section 8 is it's mixed in with regular residents. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could pay full rent for my house, but my next door neighbor might be on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Lady across the street owns their house, but the person adjacent to her is on Section 8. So it's all through mixed around. Now the way that they're trying to do it is they're saying, okay, well, we're going to take all of these low income subsidized Section 8 housing and we're going to put y'all in one area by yourself.
Exactly.
But that's been like that. That's where the projects came from.
Well, that's a project, but we don't. But what I'm saying is, that's a project. That's totally different from what I'm explaining. A project is that it's a building set and built just for subsidized rent. We're talking about like where I'm, like I said, where I'm from. My next door neighbor was on Section 8, but I was renting my home. You know what I'm saying? We were paying full price. Whereas the lady across the street, she owned her home, you know, but the lady next to her was on Section 8. So it was like Section 8 people were in there, weaved in with the renters, with the homeowners. It wasn't separated, whereas though they only stayed in one part of the community, or you know, one section is just for them. They were all mingled in and entwined with us. So yeah, it's a little different because, you know, in the project, everybody. You in the project, you in the project.
Well, from what I read about the building entry, it was a one-time deal. Like they pretty much put it through to see what was gonna happen, and then I guess it's the mayor or whoever is in New York say, okay, we're not gonna do this no more. We're not gonna approve this to let this happen again. That's what I read. So unless there's like multiple buildings now. When I read it, this was about a couple of months ago.
They just got caught on that.
You said it.
They just got caught. It's been
like
that. Well, I don't know.
What I'm saying is nothing new.
It's a lot of places that haven't been caught
when
yet.
When you say about project now, let me say this. My grandmother lived in projects in Brooklyn called Lafayette Gardens. The Jews came and bought one of the buildings and kicked everybody out the building and turned it into a condo.
Mm-hmm.
So people, they are buying the project. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Buying the project, kicking people out. I just read not too long ago, as of May 31st, food stamps are done.
Yep.
Done.
And it's because people are abusing their right. There are so many people that's abusing government assistance. It's ridiculous. And the thing that makes it so bad is that it's gone so far, they can't even fix it no more. They keep talking about, well, we're going to, do this and do this and do this. It's too late. Y'all should have been dead. You can't fix it now.
You should. I mean, it's like you trying to put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just gonna bleed out.
You can't fix it. It's too far gone. Like they should have. Like they wanted to start putting on like what is it? They said we're gonna
I feel sorry for people.
I do too.
They were saying they were saying. I'm sorry. They were saying that there was a problem with people, having TCNA, I call it temporary cash assistance, welfare, SNAP. So all of that, they get these benefits. It just depends on where you live at. They get these benefits, and the benefits are supposed to help you temporarily until you get on your feet.
Right.
Well, for 20 some odd years, 30 even, maybe more, people have been living on the system. They don't have that one child. The system helps them. They get a job, get off the system, and going about it. No, they have another child, and the system increases their money. And and this has been going on for so long that it exhausted the fund. So that should have been said 20, 30 years back. Look, we don't care how many damn kids you spit out. This is what you gonna get per month. This is it. This is it for you.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Their funding has not exhausted. That's the last thing that is done. But that's just gonna make more poor people on the street, more people stealing, more crime.
It's gonna increase it, but
what else are people want to do?
The government put themselves in that position, Queenie. I look at it like they put themselves in that position, and I say that because, nowadays it's people out here that are disabled and they can't even collect their disability. They can't walk. They've been in a car accident, can't walk, and they're getting denied disability. But you got people who are claiming mental illness. Oh, I'm bipolar, and they get a check every month. So it's not the people, it's the system that's broken. Because it's allowing certain people to take advantage, which is cutting out the people who actually need it.
But wait a minute, but with the disability, I gotta cut you off in a minute, because what happens with a lot of people who file a disability, they don't necessarily, they either talk to the wrong person or they don't file it correctly, and that's why they're getting denied. I have a few friends who, when they filed for their disability, one of them, she actually went through, she was in the military and she got hurt, and she filed for her disability to the VA, and she got denied, and she couldn't understand why. She didn't do her paperwork correctly. She didn't. What?
I understand what you're saying. Some people are not filling it out, but my mother is a 3-time breast cancer survivor that had a heart attack, and she was denied 5 times. And she knows how to fill out paperwork. It wasn't until she got a lawyer to take to court, and because when it went to court, it wasn't that she didn't fill out the paperwork, it's that the people who processed her paperwork didn't even notice she had breast cancer a 3rd time, didn't even notice she was a diabetic, didn't notice she was on hypertension medication, did not know that she had just had a heart attack. They did not, and this is paperwork that she submitted to them. They just never put it on file. They just never put it on file.
They have like they got other things to do other than their job.
The first thing I told is to throw it away. This is what they're told at their job. They are told to deny you as many times as they can before they approve you.
That's crazy.
That's what it always
But you know why that was happening. I know when it first started, they were doing it that way to see who actually really needed it, because there were people, like you said, who were falsifying documents and put it in.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they were, it's pretty much a test to see, okay, if you really need it, then, obviously you're going to keep applying for it, you're going to keep coming back. And then we're going, instead of us actually just looking through the paperwork, we're going to know, all right, you really need it.
Exactly.
Like, I done died.
Because the abuse of the system so much, it's like one bad apple for a bunch,
Right.
So now with all that abuse on there, now they're skeptical on who they're giving it to, because there's so many people take advantage of the system.
But if they do their homework, they'll know who's worthy of it. They're not even doing their homework.
It don't take but one thing from the doctor to say that yes, this is what is wrong with this person.
If they can get
All
the
you need to do is do
documentation.
your job
I'm
and
be
read
honest
some
with
documents.
you. Not to keep saying stuff like this, but it depends on what color you are.
I'm not going. I'm not.
No,
gonna,
not even that.
We're going to throw that over
Not
the
even
side on
Don't scratch your head.
Okay, just to break that one up, we're going to have to invite our new guest on here. I hope I'm saying this right. Lady, we just want to make sure we shout you out. Because she's talking, but she wasn't introduced to the call.
Oh, because we don't like her.
Oh,
I'm mad at that, but that's, you know what, that's fine.
Get off my
I'm just joking.
That's cool.
Get off my sister.
I'm just joking. Stop. Just joking. We joking.
It's a hater.
We love to have you back.
And then that's my son. He wanted to say hi, so, you know.
Nah, you gotta be quiet. Listen, whoa,
Yeah.
stop.
Oh.
He always.
Give him some nitro, please.
You said what?
Give him some nitro, please.
Really?
that,
Look, stop it.
You gonna stop saying give them some NyQuil, please?
You can't be drugging
Give him a
these
40
kids.
ounce of
That's not
You
even remotely
you are
cool.
the ultimate. You are what I call the ultimate. And don't take this the wrong way, all right? But you are the ultimate oxymoron right now. You sitting there screaming and hollering about because you're black. Because you're black.
You know what? You don't know no
But you
better
turn
because
around
you
and
know
make
why?
statements like, give them some
that's what he was
NyQuil.
wrong. So that's all we
I
know.
didn't say give him some Robitussin. I said
Lord have mercy.
Done with you.
Roxy, take us into the next subject because I can't.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank
yes,
you.
please. Yes,
I
please.
wish I would speak on it.
We speaking on it, and we gonna need you to stop speaking on that.
I had a quote that I did want to state on behalf of what we're
You
speaking.
can't hear me though.
Okay, go ahead, because we got 2 minutes.
Extra minutes. But I just want to resource all what's happening within the world today on the chapter in the Bible from 2 Peter's 3, chapter 3, verse 3 to 4, where it states, "For you know the first, that in the last days there will come ridiculers with their ridicules, proceeding according to their own desires, and saying, where is the promise? Presenting of his. Why? For the days our forefathers fell asleep in death, and these things are continued exactly as from creation began." Beginnings. So it's like constantly repeating itself. The world is constantly repeating itself.
Constantly. Basically, like a trend. The Afros was in back in the 70s, and they back again. So it's just time is repeating itself.
You know what I'm saying? Time has been repeating itself since time began.
I know,
Exactly.
But I'm saying, it
So-
stays right there. He already told you what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So the naysayers and the slow-mos are the ones that are not paying attention or not getting it or just or,
Yeah, they're not getting it. He already foretold what was going to happen.
Exactly.
But I'm not wearing the
Peter
afro,
told
then.
it.
I'm getting my hair braided.
Oh my
So back in
goodness.
his days, it was going on.
Exactly.
Well, listen,
Like
y'all, listen, y'all.
back
We have to
like
come to a
scripture
commercial
says, time
break.
is repeating itself.
Yeah, we're going to a
We have to come
commercial.
break because
Before the commercial break, we'll be back right
we
after
always get a little
this.
heated in these talks, but remember, y'all can speak on it too, please. I know I ain't getting nobody's emails and I ain't yet, but I will be getting.
Is anybody else looking inside SL room?
Oh, you know what?
See the
We
dancing
try.
bull?
We got to.
We're on unavailable because I can't even see what they writing in open
But
style.
let's go commercial break, y'all.